What's going on, guys? Ryan here, and today we are camping, and we're actually at the campsite right now, as you can probably tell. This is actually our first time camping together, and I packed everything. And actually, the one thing that I messed up was the air mattress inflator was plug-in rather than battery, but actually I have a power inverter from my car. So that was fine. I just had to blow it up by my car and then take it over there. But we're actually not set up yet. We're just having some lunch. We actually have egg salad sandwiches here that Ellie made. The tent's over there. It's kind of far, but honestly, it doesn't really matter to me. Because all the other spots here, I mean, that's probably a decent spot right here, but it's kind of dipped down and there's a lot of debris there, so. But anyways, yeah, this is...
And there's like no one around us.
Yeah, and the bathroom actually is right up there, if you can tell. And yeah, it's kind of secluded over here. I kind of like it. And it's site G6. I'll tell you a little bit more about where we're at later, but site G6. I just want to mention a couple of things. Got cat hair flying everywhere. Eugene, don't. So I wanted to mention a couple things, and I guess I really didn't specify or really like say what we were doing or where we were going, but Ohanibakash is a campground near Mount Rainier. There's like 4 main campgrounds that are that deal with Mount Rainier, and my family usually almost always goes to Ohanibakash. There's actually one that comes to mind, Cougar Rock. We've never been there. Then there's also Lewiswis, which I've gone there a couple times with like big groups, and that's kind of like the only reason why we went. We went there today just to look at it. This is after we came back, but we went there to look at it, and it's just not as nice, or it's not so much, it's a little bit more wilderness, I would say. But anyways, I love camping. I grew up with camping, tent camping mainly. My family has gone with like a camper or an RV, but most of the time just tent and just us, and in like my mom's minivan, which was filled to the brim with camping stuff and gear, and then it was me, my sister, my parents, and sometimes my other siblings, and maybe a cousin or two. But camping is just really fun for me, and I enjoy it a lot, even though the bugs, even though the air mattresses, even though sometimes like the smoke from the campfire can be really annoying. But the memories, the smell, the surrounding wilderness, it's just really fun. So Ellie's never been to Ohanibakash. She has been to Lewiswis, and it seems like she likes Ohanibakash a lot more. And I was happy that I could share that experience with her, and it was, like I said, really fun. But kind of back to what I'm trying to say is, we decided to go there because it's a place that I've always been to, and I really like it, and just the sights that you can see, the hiking, just the nature itself, and it's really fun. And we decided to do 3 days, so that's 2 nights, and it was $20 a night. We also have to pay a $30 like fee, which I'm thinking, it's kind of a little bit into it, but I'm kind of thinking that $30 was meant for something else that we didn't do, so we didn't really have to do it, but it seemed like we did. But it doesn't really matter. It helps them out, and that's really all that matters to me. Of course, COVID is still around. It's a little bit more lenient now with the restrictions and stuff, but it was still fun there. We're vaccinated, so we didn't really have to worry about too much. We did occasionally wear a mask just to do certain things, but it really wasn't that bad. I really recommend going. It is about almost 2 hours away from where we're at right now, and so it's really not that bad of a drive. Just a couple days ago, actually, we went to Idaho, and that was like 4 hours one way. So, but like I said, we did 3 days, and I think a good like time to spend there is probably 4 days and 3 nights. I think that kind of is like the sweet spot when it comes to camping, because if you do one night, it's like you're there and you're gone. Like you don't really do much there. But if you do the 3 days like we did, you have a whole day to do kind of whatever, hiking, maybe swimming, even the water is freezing cold, and kind of just relaxing out. But I think when you have 2 of those full days to do whatever, I think that's kind of the sweet spot, like I said. But I think if it's 5 or more, I think it's getting a little to the point where it's like, yeah, I want to go home. This is kind of annoying because there's no showers there. There are like actual like toilets and sinks, so whatever, but there's no showers and nothing too fancy either. But there is like a town that's like 15-20 minutes away, and that's really not that bad to go and get like groceries, or to get more firewood or ice, or maybe even to like find a place to take a shower or something. But other than that, I just wanted to kind of preface this video because I didn't mention it at all really throughout the whole trip. So I really hope you liked it. Let me know in the comments below if you did, and don't forget to turn on post notifications if you haven't already. And yeah, that's about it, I think. Let me show you around our little campsite. So this right here is the entrance. You come in and you park. Like I mentioned, up there is the bathroom. Right there is actually the garbages. I think that was probably the best spot to put our tent. I mean, there's kind of, I guess, this spot or a little bit closer behind this tree right here. But it's still kind of a dip and there's a lot of stuff there. You got the picnic table with all of our stuff. I just started a fire with wood that we took from unoccupied campsites. We got our double, basically love seat right there. And yeah, this is pretty much our campsite. Not too fancy. I mean, it's just a campsite. I mean, I like these campsites. But yeah, so we're gonna be here for today, tomorrow, and Friday, and then Friday we're going home. So 2 nights. $20 a night, $30 like entrance fee or whatever, and that's it. That's all you have to spend, and then you have to get some wood, which I think is $5 to $7 a bundle. But we'll find out. There's a person that comes around with an old truck filled with bundles of wood, so we're just kind of waiting for him to pass by. But I'm trying to get ready to make some dinner, which dinner tonight is going to be some hot dogs. Let me just show you this fire. Nothing crazy. Basically started with burnt stuff already, so. But yeah, Ellie's over here reading a book to me. Ellie's over here messing with the fire, being a little firebug. I just made a chewy Chips Ahoy s'more that is really nice golden brown. And I'm about to eat it. I'll tell you what. Maybe not chewy Chips Ahoy, but it's delicious. I think graham crackers being crunchy, I think the crunchy Chips Ahoy would be pretty good too. This is diabetes right here.
Diabetes.
Delicious
My
stuff.
daddy got diabetes.
Look at that. All burnt.
All black.
Tell me guys in the comments, do you prefer your marshmallow or your s'mores, your marshmallows of the s'more, to be burnt black, golden brown toasted,
Or raw.
or basically raw? How's it good? Yeah. Mine was pretty good too. I'm stuffed even though I just had one. But it's because I've been eating these Chips Ahoy by themselves, which is not a good idea. Good?
I could have like 10 more after this.
No, I couldn't. Definitely not me. But here's there's some campers. This guy over here has a little sign on his window that talks about there's no civil, legal, or ethical reason or something like that to record me or surveillance or whatever. I don't know. Rando, but it's fine.
By fixing it up, we make it invisible. Understand? I didn't, but I didn't press the issue. I was looking at my mother's hair. It was dark like mine, but a different texture. Hers was so curly it trapped fingers, and mine was just straight enough to escape them.
How was your first night?
It was pretty good, actually.
Yeah. I don't know what temperature it got down to. I think maybe 50. But I can remember how cold it gets, but honestly, I didn't think we would be too cold. I actually thought I was gonna be kind of hot, which I was at first. I literally had no covers, just my shirt and my pants, and I was just like, please cool down. And then after a while I did cool down, and then I got cold, and that was like early this morning. But yeah, the air mattress needs blown up again. Our butts were hitting the ground, and we're gonna go back to town about 15-20 minutes away to get some wood, because the person who drives around with the wood didn't show up yesterday, or we missed them or something. And I'm not waiting for today because we need it right now, because there's barely any wood, and some of it I should not be burning. So see, not enough. We'll see though. We'll see what happens. We went back yesterday to town to get cash so I can pay the wood guy, but now we're going back to town to get wood. But anyways, yeah. Just about to leave from the store, and the first place we went to, they didn't have any wood. They were all bought out. Then the next place, they had a bunch of wood, so we bought some. $5 a bundle. We got 3 bundles and 1 bundle of kindling, and the kindling was $3, which kind of seems a little overpriced to me. But anyways, Ellie also went in and got some butter. She just put it away, and because I forgot butter. I forgot butter, the bacon, condiments, because I didn't think I needed any, because I forgot that we were gonna have hot dogs, and I am just out of it. So I keep forgetting things, and I'm waiting for this car to back out. Now I can go. Can you hold on to this?
Cut this part out, but I don't like those people.
That happens. Yeah, can you see the lovely mountain over there?
Oh, let me see. Let me see. It looks a lot bigger in person.
Yeah, it does.
But that's the mountain, guys. We're on our way back to the campsite.
So usually for breakfast, I think my dad usually brings this like propane grill sort of stove top thing, and I think we usually either have some cereal and those like travel size, camping size boxes of cereal, or like little plastic bowls. But I didn't bring it because I don't really have enough room for all of this stuff, and besides, I actually really just want to do as little work as possible, or like use as little, I don't know, other things as possible. But so we had to go to the store to get butter, right? This is a half stick butter, a small little nugget. It's cute. But anyway, so what I'm doing actually is I'm just using this. I just put butter in there, and we're gonna have some eggs with hot dogs in them, and these hot dogs have cheese. I didn't realize it when I grabbed them, but evidently that's what Ellie's family does, or her dad. So, but yeah, my dad usually makes, I think, bacon, or we have cereal, something like that. Watch this catch fire.
Here, that's kindling.
So what you want to do is you want to have pots and pans that are like really old, and you're gonna throw them away or sell them for 50 cents, and just do that instead of buying pots and pans specifically for camping. That's what my family does. We just use our old pots and pans that we don't care that get dirty or ruined, because they're already ruined. We've been eating just a little bit, but this is what it looks like. It kind of looks terrible on camera, but the eggs are crumbly. I'm not quite sure why. Maybe
you stirred them too much.
True. I have the pan over there. Just have some water in it so it can maybe hopefully boil and help clean it off. But yeah, this is the amphitheater. They usually have like rows of seats. I don't know if it's because of COVID or because they're redoing it, but they're all gone. They usually do some informational like speeches and presentations about animals and whatnot. There used to be a like throne made out of a stump somewhere over here, but it's gone, so I don't know. It's pretty cool though. So I don't know if you guys can hear me, but we're actually down by the river right now. This is what it looks like. That's over there. Over there is where the bridge is. This rock is where people usually jump. I'm pretty sure. I might be in the wrong place, but I could swear that there's usually a rock in the middle somewhere popping out, kind of like that one, where you can go and like sit on it when the water's a lot lower. And there's a spot right here where you can like just sit and chill, but the water's really deep. I mean, this stick, this is hitting the ground. It comes up to like my chin. The water is right here. Like that's really deep. So, and it's really cold too. I can't tell you what temperature it is. I'll probably put it up on the screen if I can find it. But yeah, that's cold. Me and my sister used to swim quite often in here. And then one time she was in here for so long, she almost got hypothermia, which is dangerous, but yeah, I think this rock right here, if you guys can see it, people can jump off of. And I think there's a rock over there too. Maybe I'm in the wrong area, I don't know. It looks a lot different. There's a lot of like trees and debris that fell down here. I don't know. Yeah. Plus it looks a lot smaller. But I really wish the water was a little bit warmer. I would love to swim in this. We're on this big rock up here, and I think this is the one that people jump off of, like here or right there, and they jump into the water. There's also a part like maybe right there that they can jump off of, or right there. But I swear it was a lot higher up. Mainly probably because the water's so high. I think the water is really high, so that's why it looks so low, like the rock. But that's a sandy place. That's where we were, right there. We're underneath the bridge right now. This is what it looks like. Dangerous. It'd be cool to jump, but you have this rock coming in, then you have those coming in, so you might get stuck and get cut up real bad. If you were able to jump, swim over here, I think it would be okay, but I don't think it's possible, to be honest. There's also that side over there. So a long time ago, years and years and years ago, I'll probably see a better spot way over there, but there was a landslide or some sort of thing where a bunch of trees and wood just went down this hill and went into this river. And a long time ago, actually, I don't know when they cleared it out, but there's huge logs that go across. There might be some down there that you can climb on. But you can see now there's new trees growing, and it looks, from the difference of color and the difference of just looking at it, it looks so fake. But I can tell you guys, this is real. This is awesome. So if you guys wanted to, this is what it used to look like right when it happened. That area where all the green small trees were. If you want to pause and read this, you can. But yeah, that's what it looked like. Crazy, huh? This is the area like I was mentioning just a second ago. The landslide or whatever. Way up there. And this is actually my family's favorite site, A4. Right here. So, this stump right here.
I'm 5'4" for reference.
She's 5'4". It's pretty big, and when we were younger, my sister and I used to climb it all the time. And from memory, it was a lot bigger, obviously because I was a lot smaller. But it's still pretty big for an average adult, so I can't believe my sister and I both climbed this and sat on top. There's pictures, I might have one, I don't know. But there's these sites, there's like 3 sites or 3 or 4 sites that are really close together. I mean, that's a separate site, and this is ours, or the one that we're in right now. Alright, so over by the visitor center, where you can kind of go in, not right now because of COVID and all that, but where you can go in and look at some cool stuff. there's this stump, this tree, whatever you want to call it, that is this huge. I mean huge, right? This is my hand compared to the whole thing, right? It started to grow back in 1293, and I think 1917, 1916, 1950, right there. Isn't that crazy? But you know, I guess I can just show you real quick all the little signs so you can pause it. There's one missing. There's another one missing. 1963. That's the one. Cool. Guys, look at this tent. We keep forgetting to like record it, but that's like half the size of ours. I think it's like a single person site. Oh my gosh. I found a slug. This black thing right here. Probably can't see it moving, but it's moving. There we go. We're on a little hike now. Silver Falls. We just went on Hot Springs. There's a small one, but not too many people out. There's still some people. Oh, I want to go feel that.
No? You gonna hold the camera?
No, I got it. I can feel the cold air. Oh, yeah, that's cold. You should go down there.
Huh?
You should go down there.
I'm gonna be able to make it back up.
You can make it back up.
I can't. I can only walk straight
Oh
right now.
my god. What is this called? What is this called? Silver Falls? Isn't that pretty, guys? Look at that. Beautiful water. And right back over here, it's all crazy, but it's still beautiful. So Ellie's over there on the bridge. I'm actually over here. I guess you can't really see that, huh? But it's where the waterfall is. So I'm gonna go over there right now. I can feel the water on me. It is so wet down here. Holy crap. I don't think I'm gonna get any closer, to be honest with you. Look at this rock. It's an overhanging rock. Rock, I don't know. They're huge though. Alright, we are back actually from our walk. We stopped maybe around 3-ish. We came back. It was a good hike, but it was pretty long. The whole loop was over 2 miles and we were not ready for that.
We were not aware.
But now it's like maybe 5 o'clock.
5:11.
5:11, pretty darn close. I'm good with my time. I just need an actual tripod. Maybe that's the thing I need to get next time. So up here we have like our dinner making setup. Basically we got potatoes, steak, carrots and onions, and then we got our foil stations too where we're making it. And this is called Hunter Stew or tinfoil stew. The recipe I'm using, which is kind of from memory from my family and memory from allrecipes.com, because I forgot, I don't have it printed out, and I actually have it on a website, and guess what, there's no internet here, so I can't see it. But I'm gonna help her with this real quick, but all you want to do is you want to fold it up into like a nice little sack, and then you want to shove it in the campfire for an hour. Kind of rotate it every 15-20 minutes or whatever. But yeah, I'm kind of excited. I hope it turns out. Alright, it's been about 10 minutes. I just kind of shoved them in there, and then I kind of built some more around it, and I kind of had to move some of the pieces of wood over just to make room, because both of ours are so big, either super long or fat. I don't really remember how my family did it. I really don't remember, but this is mine, and that's Ellie's right there. And I think I am going to do it every 20 minutes. I'm going to take them out and maybe flip them around, and maybe even, yeah, just flip them around, I think. Just keep them moving so they're not cooking in just one spot, or overcooking and undercooking in every other spot. I have to get the other bundle of wood, and I put all the drinks in the cooler, which actually, let me show you. This cooler, my dad got from one of his friends. They like let him borrow it, and they never picked it up. So, but we have all the drinks here. These are Martinelli's, and then we have pasta salad, stuff for the hunter stew that we're making, and egg salad too. And then we got one Red Bull, and then Powerade, obviously. But we just have one tote, this, and our bags, and then the tent over there. Well, I ended up basically remaking the whole pit, and it was nice, and I think it got too hot because the aluminum foil just got destroyed. See a lot of hot spots, and this is what the stew looks like. Burnt almost to a complete crisp. Now Ellie's is a little bit better, but still pretty bad. So I'm gonna make another one, and I think that there's enough coals and it's hot enough to where I can just sit it on top, and yeah, I don't know. We'll see what happens. Okay. We put it in for 25 minutes, right?
20.
20. I said 30 though.
You said 25.
Oh. So 20 minutes.
Awkwardly good.
It looks a lot better this time. Everything's cooked. Nice and soft. The meat's cooked. So I think that's what it's supposed to look like and taste like.
So 40 less minutes.
Yes, a lot less. Now, what I was going off of was the website, from what I can remember, so I could have been wrong. Now, on this trip, for this trip, I made pasta salad. And in the cooler, I had a bunch of ice, and a lot of it melted. And for some reason, the container is not watertight. So this is just all nasty water. And some of the water actually got into the onion, so I'm thinking some of the water is onion water. So the next time we go camping, we're gonna bring those containers of ours. Just saying.
I like roasted carrots, so I don't know if you do.
Not bad. I think usually there's just a tiny little bit more liquid.
That was another issue. I feel like we didn't put enough water last time.
Probably. I think we did a lot of things wrong. But this is hunter stew right here. And if this didn't work out, then we have actually backup stew in cans. And right now we have the Jiffy Pop on the fire, which you're not supposed to do.
Probably never pop.
But it probably won't pop. And we also have some water that's hopefully gonna boil in the next 25 minutes. The next time, we're gonna bring a stove thing, a gas stove.
And we're gonna remember all of our stuff.
Yes, all of it.
Like, there's stuff that we didn't even think to bring. Like, not that we just forgot it. Like, we didn't even think about it.
And I wanna, when we go hiking again, a bag that has like a water holder thing, a bottle.
Yes, a water bottle holder.
Yeah. Or get one of those things that old guy had that like clipped to his belt for his water. which is cool.
Also bring like granola bars or something to refuel ourselves. And wear different clothes because the clothes we wore is stupid.
Yeah, shorts. We need to wear shorts.
So I need to get my joints checked because I was dying. It's a lot of potatoes.
Not a lot
Just
of
mash
meat.
them up and make mashed potatoes.
I have dishes to do. That's why I'm boiling the water, so I can do dishes in warm water, at least warm. But yeah, that's gonna be it for tonight, I think. That's probably gonna be it for tonight, unless I record anything about s'mores or, which I don't even know if I want to have.
I want a s'more, at least one.
Maybe.
It'll reset the day.
Hey guys, I'm just now packing up, and I think I forgot to show you what our tent looks like on the inside at least. Basically, pretty much from here to that corner was the air mattress, but it's really not that bad in here. This is a really good one-person tent. If you like have a twin mattress, it would be even more spacious, but it's okay for 2 people. And you might even put 3 in here. That would be pretty tight. I think 3 is the max I would ever put, but it's just a little too small for me. The main problem I have is that you can't have a tall air mattress because this wall is really only the thickness of a regular air mattress, and if you want to get the tall air mattresses, it won't fit in here unless you bump up against the tent itself. And I think you can do that, but one of the reasons why I don't is because water can actually like almost like wick through that and get on your stuff. Because one year I remember doing that and having all of our bedding, like literally the bottom of our sleeping bags were soaked, and it just wasn't a good time. So if you got like a bigger tent where the air mattress isn't going to be up against the wall, then you can have a bigger air mattress. But yeah, I just have a regular queen that's, you know, about this thick. And the problem with these is that I think kind of no matter if it's brand new or if it's old, it's gonna leak air out. So in the morning or really late at night, your butt's gonna be touching the ground, and it's gonna be kind of uncomfortable. With the thicker, the way bigger ones, like the double size, or you know, like the double height, whatever, they're really good. We used to have one. You can blow it, like it can blow itself up. You plug it in the wall though. I think you can also put batteries in it too, and it can blow itself up, which is actually really cool. But anyways, we have our bags here, just 2 duffel bags, normal size duffel bags, and yeah, I'm just getting ready. And I just gotta mention too, up here there's this little loop, and you can put a flashlight or a lantern. We actually have this fan right here that is a lantern and a fan, which was actually really cool because you can hang it up, and actually I just realized that this part up here moves, and so you can kind of angle it towards your face, which is actually really cool. And it's not super powerful, and it's not that loud either. It's just a little bit of noise, and you can feel it just a little bit. But I think if you point it towards your face or have it really close to your face, you could definitely feel it, and it's nice. Even though it gets cold, it's just nice to have that. But anyways, I'm gonna actually continue packing up, load it up to the car, and then clean out the tent, and then break the tent down, load it up, and then we should be good to go. It's actually almost 10:30 right now, and checkout is at noon. And yeah, I think we are gonna go to breakfast. It's pretty much gonna be a lunch probably. So I really gotta go to the bathroom, so I'm gonna finish up here and go. But yeah, we're over at Cliff Droppers, and we're eating, and this is our food. We got, what'd you get? A jalapeno burger with tater tots, and I got a chicken burger with fries, and then we got a Sprite. All right, we are mixing some drink up, some sparkling ice, strawberry watermelon with Red Bull. Hopefully it tastes good. If not, I guess I'll be drinking it. But yeah, Cliff Droppers. I've been here before, I think, but Yeah, it was pretty good.
It was okay.
It wasn't like the best, but sparkling ice is the best sparkling water.
Let's see.
And I'll admit it, it's pretty much sparkling juice.
It's not sparkling water.
Good?
That's like the Gerald's van. You know what I'm talking about? The Gerald's van in Ellensburg?
That doesn't taste too bad.
You're not
Kind of weird
to me.
aftertaste, but I don't think so. I don't know what it looks like.
It's like that. It just has the Gerald's logo.
Anyways, we're gonna go now. It's 12:30. We got
Where do we put these?
some time to go home.
Can you put this back in the thing?
No, I'm gonna drink this.
Oh.
You can have your little Red Bull since you need caffeine. That's a funny aftertaste. Okay, no, seriously, we're going now. Alright guys, we are back home. We've been back for a few hours now and just kind of trying to relax, calm down, and not put away everything. It's still actually on the floor and on the dresser too, and then Eugenie's been meowing and wanting attention more than usual since we left. It is actually like really hot up here, and that's one reason why I haven't done anything, because I'm literally sweating right now. Where do you want to go? Huh? Okay. I'm actually washing the blankets and the sleeping bag right now that we used when we went camping. Before I end the video, I just want to mention I did forget bacon, butter, condiments, and I feel like a couple more things. I just can't remember right now. Oh, and like a sports bag, like one of those bags that you take when you go hiking or swimming, like just one of those gym bags. I don't know, just simple little whatever. Because when we went hiking, we really needed a bag, and other things in general too. But anyways, I feel like I will make a video about all the things that you need to bring or take when you go camping, and the things that a lot of people probably forget, which is what I forgot. Oh, and probably how to prepare to go camping, but that's, like I said, another video. It was really fun, and I am excited to go camping again, maybe this summer again. If not, I guess next summer. But yeah, that's kind of all I just wanted to mention, is that we forgot a couple things, and well, I forgot a couple things, and there are things that didn't really work out the way that I planned, but that's just how things are, and we still had fun. And yeah, so I am gonna go now. I gotta edit for tomorrow. This video is probably the video that I'm gonna edit for tomorrow. So yeah, I'm gonna do that right now. Well, not right now, but anyways, if you liked today's video, be sure to smack the like button as hard as you can. If you haven't already, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. It'll help me a lot, and I will see you guys all next time.